Welcome back, everyone. Robert at Custodian File. Today is 8/7/25. 8/7/25. Let's just jump right on in here. This channel is all about small, fast moving UAPs. I call them dragons. Looks like NASA now is calling them slivers. Same concept. Very small, very fast. We'll get into more of the NASA stuff later. But this is from Jeff in Hawaii. Jeff is knocking it out of the park every single day, constantly. It's got a lot of blue skies. That helps a lot. But it's getting to the point where I just sent him an email saying, what's going on over there in Hawaii? What really is there? What are driving what's with all the hyperactivity of these dragons? Something exceptional. I mean, it's hard. I know there's a military base there, but there's got to be something more because they're very excited. They're all over the skies. This is almost like too easy. So if you're new to the channel, all I can say is just watch about 10 more videos. What's going on planet Earth, there are these very small objects. They're invisible to the human eye, very visible to digital cameras, 4K 60 frames, even 4K 30 frames. But they're right in front of us. We would never know it. They love flying up to helicopters, airplanes, air shows, Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, Red Arrows, etc. So things in the air are like bait. Even an Earth drone. If you had an Earth drone, you could record it. They'll fly up to your Earth drone. Yeah, so I'm trying to show you old video that I've recorded. My new video, I'm trying to show you new video that people are sending me. New video that's on YouTube. The bottom line is, for now, we're never going to see all the dragon videos in the world. Just way too many. All we can do is just do our best. Please watch the other channels. Check out my playlist. I have other people's UAP dragon video channels, so check them out also. Hit that like, subscribe, and then also on my subscription, my channel, please click subscribe and hit that all. You want to be notified for everything because sometimes it reboots and you miss 80% of my videos. So please, even right now, hit subscribe again and hit that all bell. There you go. Yeah, this is what's going on. Ask questions. There are no bad questions. If you're new, I get it. You don't know what to believe. Just watch more video. It's a pretty easy concept. There's these very small objects flying around. Obviously, there's surveillance on a global scale. Why? That's a great question. I personally can only hope it's for good reasons. But I know that sounds kind of naive, and it's like, Robert, if this is real, we got to get ahead of this, and we have to do this like 5 years ago, not tomorrow. So that's what I've been trying to really encourage since 2017. Let's get on board. Very good. If you like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let's watch more video. Fantastic. Thank you. Look at this, Mr. Skeptic. I love that. It's a great title. I welcome skeptics. I do. Keeps people honest, keeps your feet on the ground. And you know what I really like about the skeptics is that after they see a plethora of evidence, most of them stand up and go, hey, you know what, this is real. So, skeptics are not saying they're not going to believe under absolutely no conditions. They just want to see an abundance of evidence, and I am on board with that 100% of abundance of evidence. So here we go. Here, Mr. Skeptic, thank you. You're doing fantastic work, doing interpolations. Backyard Professor, he showed a picture of his dog. I love dogs, so I just wanted to put that out there. I'm going to be doing a podcast with him in about an hour, talking about this NASA scientist, Richard Van Derek. This NASA scientist is indirectly, highly apparent, talking about dragons now. So this is not going to go away. He may stop talking, but the story is not going to go away because he's already posted his opinion. Long story short, he says there's these very small UAPs. He calls them slivers. And he thinks there are trillions of them. Now remember I said there's logically 1 dragon per square mile on Earth. Google says there's 200 million square miles on Earth. So there's at least 200 million dragons. I also said it's an extremely low conservative number. So basically, not to disagree with NASA, you know, there could be trillions of them. Maybe realistically, a realistic number would be 200 dragons per square mile. So when you do the math, what is that offhand? 40 billion dragons. That's still way under a trillion. But you know, I don't have access to his clearance. He's obviously has access to information. But we'll talk more about this, Richard Engineer. Let's go forward. Okay, super this. Look at this. Oh, Mr. Skeptic again. So look at that. So yeah, if anyone's interested, I already know where all the IPs and the timelines are. The IPs and the timelines. And I know where all these dragons are. So anyone. So I'm just putting them out there. He took the time to look it up. He goes, hey, Robert, it looks like you found something here. So you copy and paste each frame. The beauty of this, maybe I would have copied and pasted one more. You see that orange cloud? There was like 3 more frames of it. I believe that's the dragon escorting the UAP. That black object is the UAP. And I believe the primary function of dragons is to escort larger UAPs. I'm pretty darn sure that based on other videos I found. That's why whenever you see UAPs, look for dragons, and possibly even orange. Orange theoretically being the color of plasma, electrified plasma helium turns orange. And I mean, yeah, because it's like he's up in the sky a couple thousand feet and there's an orange object in front of you. Not to mention the black objects right in front of you. It's really good. That was Chicago Air Show. That was really a good one. And there's some other better tracks on that same post also. But you get the picture. But you can find these. Like I said, they go to all the air shows, Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, Red Arrows. Look on your computer. You can hunt them. Look at air shows, and when you find them, hit K. When you think you see something, hit K for pause. Below the K is the arrow forwards and the arrow backwards. Arrow forwards is frame by frame forwards, frame by frame backwards. Do a screenshot, tell the rest of us where they are, just like this. So I shared it with Mr. Skeptic, and he's sharing it with the rest of us. And this is networking, and this is what's going to make disclosure happen very quickly. It's not going to take 20, 30, 50 years anymore, because we've been waiting long enough. We've been waiting 80 years for disclosure. And I don't know about you, I'm tired of waiting at this point. Just no more waiting. I've been waiting in line for 80 years to get some dinner, you might say. And I want to eat now. Bring it on. Just bring disclosure. We're going to be fine. It's going to be a lot of happiness. Nobody's going to be quitting their job, and the banks are not going to close, and we're still going to have electricity, food, and life will just go on. Humans have this ability just to keep on living and existing. There you go. Keep in mind, if you do find these, share with us, custodianfile@gmail. But everyone, thank you for all your hard work. You are making disclosure happen, not just me, but all of us combined. That's how it's going to happen, all of us. Let's keep going. Okay. All right, super. Now check this out. We're going to close up with this. This is from Robert, Undercover ET. So he was doing some dragon hunting with a lady friend, and she said all of a sudden someone tried to hack into her phone, and this has happened before, but this time she had the presence of mind to do a screenshot. So check this out here. We've heard of this before, especially Skinwalker Ranch, and I'll show you that photo. I did keep that. So how do you interpret something like this? There's the Skinwalker. Someone was trying to break in. It looks like they broke into the Skinwalker phone after 3 tries. It's very impressive. That's kind of hard to do, right? Breaking into an iPhone, like extremely, not impossible, but you really got to be on top of your game just to hack into an iPhone. But we'll go back to the black and white screenshot here. So you're like, God, how do you read these numbers or what's going on here? Well, obviously we can't, not without inside information. But with some critical thinking, especially the long number on the bottom, I think I counted out there's 21 digits. It's possibly that these UAP dragons are telling us, hey, when we do mathematics, there's 21 digits. You know, we operate around 10 to the 21 power. That's just how, that's our arithmetic. So their arithmetic is like 10 to the 20, 10 to the 30. And I know you're saying, well, that's not a big deal. We do that at the universities. Nuclear physicists, we play around with numbers like that all the time. 10 to the 60s, 10 to the 70. So it's a hard interpretation, but they're trying to tell us that they're really good at mathematics, which we already probably assume that. I could tell you just from my own past research. So the number Google, in case you don't know, Google is 10 to the number 100, or 10 to the 99 digits, which is a number so large that essentially it has no purpose in science. But in my opinion, in the UFO world, their computers operate on 10 to the 3 digits. So in other words, 10 to the 500, 10 to the 700 power. And you're like, why would they need? Well, you know, when they count things, they're counting atoms. They're counting atoms in spaceships, atoms on planets, atoms in the air. I mean, they're badass when it comes down to mathematics. So that's how we got to start thinking. I know there's no such name yet for anything. Google is the highest number I think we have. If you know a higher number, please let me know. But is there any theoretical physicists out there been thinking about giving something a name 10 to the 200 or 300 power? Help me out. Throw it out. Put it out there. I think that will do it for today here. So tell me what you think. Let me hear your comments. Trying to be as transparent, forthcoming as possible. So you remember, take the Dragon Challenge. You can do this yourself. Record with your own iPhone, cell phone, helicopters, airplanes, landscape. Look for a dot. That'll be the Dragon. Share with the rest of us. This is Robert at Custodian File. Thank you for watching.